Hi, I'm Andre.
And I'm Chantal, and today we're answering questions from you, our viewers. Today's question comes from Jen. Jen says, hi, I have a 2.5-year-old shepherd named Bailey that I've had since last May, and Bailey's always had a problem with jumping up on people, but it's getting worse. She will approach people with tail wagging, ears back, head low, and will sit for petting, but as soon as people stop petting her, there she goes. She jumps all over them. I've asked people to turn their back on the dog or to gently lift a knee up to block her, but it hasn't helped much. I've also tried crating her when company comes over and letting her settle in the crate, but that has had mixed success. So Bailey also has a dog walker, and so it looks like Jen's tried a lot of things, but she still needs help with the jumping. It's getting worse, not better.
Okay, so jumping is an issue with a lot of dogs, and it starts when they're puppies, because
Yes.
jumping is natural behavior for a puppy. And what happens with a puppy is, if it's not corrected at the time, it becomes self-reinforcing.
Yeah.
The puppies like to do it. They get attention when they do it, whether they get yelled at or laughed at, it's still attention.
Right.
So the jumping never goes away, and if it continues into a dog a little bit older, so in this case over 2 years old, then and a big dog, a German Shepherd, we've got a bit of an issue now.
Right.
So there's a really good chance that Bailey has practiced this behavior for quite a while and is getting very, very, very good at it. So that's probably the issue here. We need to allow Bailey to not practice that behavior anymore.
Sounds like the crate training in-house hasn't been working. So I would suggest doing the Kong, stuffed Kong, teaching her to go to a mat, maybe even having her on a tether, so tied to a banister or something, and then just keep reinforcing the take your spot, and on the spot is where she has that Kong filled with cat food or peanut butter or whatever it is that's high value for your dog. So there's lots of things you can do like that, and that will prevent your dog from practicing the jumping up on guests, because as Andre just mentioned, if the dog is jumping up, it's getting reinforced, and every guest will deal with the situation differently. Definitely don't recommend doing the knee lift, because you can hurt a dog, even a German Shepherd. The ribs are not very big, so it just takes one big burly guy like Andre here to lift his knee, and we've got a broken rib or at the very least a hurt dog.
Is if your dog gets excited when they see people, try to get her to do things that are not compatible with jumping.
Right.
If your dog can sit, if your dog can down, if your dog can do some hand targeting, pay attention to you, then those things are not compatible with jumping at all.
Right. And if she sounds like a really friendly dog, so maybe you can teach a little bit of impulse control, so her hold back, and then she gets to do something that she really likes. Exactly. Keeping her on leash so that you have control of her until she learns that jumping up is really not the thing to do, could help as well.
Yeah, so the bottom line is let's no longer allow her to practice that behavior. Ask her to do other things. Give her an opportunity to do other things that she really, really likes. As Chantal said, the Kong with frozen peanut butter or cheese whiz or hot dogs or something. When somebody comes to visit, instead of jumping up, she gets her Kong. How much fun would that be?
It works really well.
Yeah, a professional trainer could certainly help you with all phases of this training, all the details, and really give you an idea of what really would work.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thanks for the question. If you have other questions that you'd like to send us, the email address is right on the bottom here. Send us your email question, or you can also post your question in the comment box below, and we'll pick those that as many as we can to answer, and we'll be doing this Ask the Trainer every month, so keep your questions coming. We